Hello and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels on Spreaker. I'm your host, Barbara Calvano. It is my honor to serve you with guidance and messages to support you on your path of living with mastery. Hello everyone, it's Barbara Calvano and welcome to Let's Ask the Angels now on Spreaker. Again, thank you all who have followed me from Blog Talk and who have been listening to me for the past 11 years on adjoining platforms also like Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Play, and more. So welcome. I am an angel intuitive and a life coach. You can find out all about me at my website, which is bcalvanocoaching.com. And in addition to the messages for the month, which I recorded last week, I'm doing a special teaching podcast today. And it is on the solar plexus, the center of our body, the chakra, energy center of our power. And this is a time when we need to check in with our center. Are we losing it? Are we giving away our power? Is it difficult? For many, it is at this time. So I'm going to give you some information, hopefully to support you. And I'm going to be reading, actually, from Diana Cooper's book, The Golden Future. Very different than the title that this other politician is talking about. We're creating a world that works for everyone, and a world that really does support each and every one of us as individuals. And it's going to take a little time, not too much time, but it's going to take something. And one of the reasons why I do this podcast is to teach you things that you can do to help support you, like a spiritual toolkit. And on the bottom line is that we are frequency vibrations. We are frequency. And it is a time of transmutation. So I was just talking to a client who was talking about how her astrology was telling her that things are going to go this way and that way, and very pessimistic. And I showed her that not necessarily. You could lose your home, but it could actually be the home that you knew you had, and see it completely different. And the same thing with your work, your job. Say it says that you're going to lose your job. Not necessarily. You may lose the job that you knew you had. So I'm talking about perception. I'm talking about looking at things from a higher perspective. The general way in which human beings react is the pessimistic way, reacting to doom and gloom. And if you haven't noticed, it's kind of like every day in the news. It's there. So how do we stay afloat and also be true to our feelings? Be true to the fact that we're very disappointed or sad or upset. So it's a very powerful time that we could use to train ourselves to be in a higher frequency, the one of transmutation, where we take something that's not so great, we're able to utilize it, kind of like having it buffer us as if we were a piece of coal being turned into a diamond. It is not easy, but the more tools we take on, it does get easier, and it can be fun, actually. So I'm going to talk about the solar plexus, as I just said, the energy center in your body, and I'm going to be speaking a lot, reading from the book, The Golden Future by Diana Cooper, what to expect and how to reach the fifth dimension. And the fifth dimension is not only a group that was in the 60s, a pop group, but it is also the dimension of coming from our heart. And I would say, yes, coming from our heart, not necessarily from our mind, constantly analyzing and criticizing and judging, but being able to be true to our heart's dreams, our heart's desires, our hopes. And again, not an easy task, but it is the direction of humankind right now. And I highly recommend Diana Cooper's book and her teachings and her courses. So here we have chapter 28, connecting to the knowledge and wisdom and power of Earth. So we are connected to Earth. Sometimes we forget that we're Earthlings. We really are. We are from the planet Earth. So In the center of our planet, there's a vast seventh dimensional chakra called Hollow Earth. It is a huge beyond imagining and is a world within a world. Here within a great pyramid, it's stored the history, knowledge, and wisdom of everything that has ever happened on the planet. So I'm not going to go too much into it, but what if it were to say that what we need to go through, what we're actually experiencing, is something that has been maybe even planned, so that we can bring up the true, authentic integrity and energy of people. That we can bring up a way of living that is honest, respectful, and even dignified. So the solar plexus is very sensitive. It governs your stomach, liver, spleen, and intestines. Most people recognize that if you are tense when eating, you do not absorb the nourishment properly. This spiritual center digests not only food, but also life experiences. It is the seat of instinct, gut feelings, and reactions, and is an accurate guide for you. It helps you to discern the truth. This is really vital now during this time of massive disinformation. This chakra can often quite suddenly draw to your conscious awareness changes that need to be made. For example, you may be walking down the road and unexpectedly you receive a flash of knowing that it's time to move house or to leave a relationship. Nudges from your higher self are sent through your gut feelings. Let your solar plexus tell you who and what you can trust. It will guide you to what is right for you. So many of you can even tell already as you watch and see the news, there are times you can instinctively know that that's not true. And you can instinctively know when it is true. That's following the chakra, the energy center of your gut. As a third dimensional frequency, this chakra is yellow and constantly on the lookout for danger. It also absorbs the fears of those around you, especially those that plug into your own. So this is quite interesting. So there's a lot of people who are really drawn to fear, addicted to fear, stuck in fear. And we may be absorbing their energy. So it is really important to hang with the people that make you feel good at this time especially. And you'll notice that if you get into conflict and arguments with certain people who, you just may want to watch who you speak with and, be with at this time. So, however, when your solar plexus is fully fifth dimensional, it relaxes and radiates the light of golden wisdom. You feel tranquil, serene, calm, and confident, trusting your angels and guides to look after you. Now, your solar plexus transmutes the fears of others without taking in their energy and touches people known and unknown with peace. When you have earned the right to access true wisdom, your solar plexus becomes deep gold with rainbow lights. At this level, the beautiful high-frequency antenna of this chakra reach out, seeking higher spiritual perspectives on all situations at home and abroad, spreading peace to soothe them. So when you look for the good in people and situations, your solar plexus chakra glows with Christ light. No one can influence you. You are a master. And this is really important to take in. We actually have choice in the matter of how overwhelmed we're going to be and how upset right now. And again, this does not sugarcoat some of the things that we're seeing that are being put upon good people. So what it is, we learn to find a way so we don't let all of that toxic negative energy affect our body and our mind. So that is a little bit there. I'm going to go into the lessons of this chamber. So we also have Archangel Uriel. He's the archangel that we use with this chakra. So he's in charge of the evolution of the solar plexus chakra of humanity. He radiates deep gold with ruby light. He sends light into you to heal your solar plexus, dissolving any shock and trauma that you may be holding on 2, by enfolding you in love. He can lift depression and help you to see the possibilities of your life. He beams light into you to help you heal any fear of death and pass over beautifully. He draws negativity from the chambers of the solar plexus and pours in golden energy. Every time you choose peace over conflict and calm your aggression or courage over cowardice, you strengthen your solar plexus, and Archangel Uriel connects more closely to you. As your solar plexus evolves and your true self-worth is established, the wisdom of your soul comes forward, enabling you to access all you have learned in past lives. You can also tune into the massive store of knowledge and wisdom of our planet that is held within hollow earth, that is below your feet, deep into the planet. Archangel Uriel also directs the golden angels of peace who work with us to bring unity and calm to the world. As your solar plexus chakra becomes fifth dimensional, you can become a true ambassador for peace in the world. When it is fully evolved, you can connect with the star systems to spread goodwill and enjoy a sense of a total alignment with the universe. Now, this may sound a little woo-woo. You know, it is woo-woo. It's way out there. But it is vibrational healing. We are frequency. It is invisible for the most part. But it is the counterpart to being totally just in your body, overwhelmed, immobilized with anxiety and fear. So there are lessons of the solar plexus chakra. So here we go. There's an exceptionally wide range of lessons in the solar plexus. They go from mastering fear and cowardice right up to bringing forward wisdom and stepping into intergalactic mastery. Yes, you heard that right, intergalactic. So we're talking as big as you can imagine. You may have already learned them all, but if you find that one chamber is dark or that there is a stuck part of yourself still there, ask Archangel Uriel to light it up. So the first 16 chambers hold some sort of fear. That is time that it is some sort of fear that it is time to transmute. Fortunately, just listening to these today, or reading if you're with the book, with an attitude of self-acceptance about the energies and lessons we all have to learn, often enables Archangel Uriel to pour in his wisdom. Remember to ask for this before we continue. So it's really up to you. Do you want to transmute your fear at this time? Then you just ask. Now I'm going to go ahead and share with you these different lessons or chambers. Chamber 1. In the first chamber, you learn to master aggression or conflict. Suspend judgment of yourself and remember that almost everyone holds anger that has been suppressed for generations and lifetimes. It also arises from the fear held by your inner child that you are not good enough, or recognized, or are trapped, or cannot win, and many other fears. Take a moment to find the part of you that is angry and listen to it. Ask Archangel Uriel to light up this chamber with golden wisdom. Chamber 2, cowardice. We are all afraid of something, from stepping into the unknown to change, pain, consequences, rejection, or death. Here, tests are given to you to see if you act with courage and bravery, or are timid, weak, and cowardly. When you have passed these tests, you feel stronger and safer, and your light is brighter. Ask Archangel Uriel to strengthen you. Chamber 3, fear of loss. In this chamber lies our human fear of loss. This may be losing a friend, partner, or child, or a job, home, or car. Understanding that nothing is ever taken unless it is a soul agreement and for the highest good may help you to let go of attachments. Remember that losses can build up over lifetimes, and ask Archangel Uriel to help you release them. Ask him to fill this chamber with golden peace. Chamber 4. When you feel anxious or insecure, you are facing the lessons of the fourth chamber, and you are called on to overcome these fears and remain calm and centered. They arise from beliefs and imagination, and it can help to focus on positive pictures, Then ask Archangel Uriel to light them up with gold. Chamber 5. Many people hold themselves back and draw difficult conditions to them by imagining the worst possible outcome. If there's a part of you stuck in this chamber, actively visualize the best outcome for any situation in your life. And do this regularly until it becomes a new habit. Chamber number 6. Being a bully or a victim. These are opposite outcomes of the same belief. Both come from your inner child feeling inadequate, so if this chamber is dark, engage in positive self-talk and ask Archangel Uriel to support you. Chamber number 7. When you are mentally and emotionally reliant or dependent on another, either for support or for their opinions, for example, in a codependent relationship, energy is stuck in this chamber. So make yourself as self-reliant as possible while being able to cooperate with others. Chamber number 8. The lesson of this chamber is to build healthy self-esteem. In other words, make your self-perception realistic and honest. There can be opposite extremes here. One is to inflate your picture of self. The converse is low self-esteem, where your self-talk is negative. If this is the case, place a higher value on yourself and believe you are deserving. Chamber 9. This chamber is about self-worth, which is the belief that you have innate worth as a human being. Chamber 10. Here you learn to have faith in yourself to do or say the right and appropriate thing. Build your confidence to ignite the light here. Chamber 11. Arrogance comes from a lack of self-esteem and worth. Let it go. Chamber 12. Lack of trust in people. If part of this chamber is dark, explore what happened to you as a child and reframe it. Then look at how you trust yourself. Now again, this is not easy work, and sometimes we need the help of a counselor, a therapist, or a guide. Chamber number 13. Learn to have trust in life. Notice just how often people or the universe support you. Chamber 14. Fully let go of wariness and suspicion so that this light can glow. You can do this by looking for the best in others. And this even during these times, my friends. Chamber 15. The ego wants to accomplish out of desire to receive accolades. Here you let go of this and aim to accomplish out of a desire to be of service. Chamber 16. Here you let others influence you and feel they are better than you. Stand in your power. And now the chambers in your solar plexus start to glow with fifth dimensional light. Now moving on. Chamber 17. You accept yourself exactly as you are. Chamber 18. You stand up for the rights of others. Chamber 19. You trust others because you see the best in them. When you do this, you rely on them. Chamber 20. Independence. This is where you stand in your power as a master. Chamber 21. Receiving love. Open yourself to the love of humans and animals. Archangel Uriel can also beam source love into this chamber, so open the doors wide. Chamber 22. Trusting yourself. As you master all the lessons of this chakra, you fully trust your own intuition and decisions. Chamber 23. Humility. The lesson of this chamber is to have good self-worth so that you listen to others and pay attention to their needs and feelings. Chamber 24. Inner peace. You have cultivated a feeling of serenity and tranquility that you maintain no matter what is happening around you. Chamber 25. Spreading peace. This chamber is so golden that it automatically radiates peace around you. Chamber 26. Empowering others. You actively bring others forward and enable them to feel good about themselves. Chamber 27. Sharing for the highest good. This is where people and communities become interdependent. Chamber 28. The lesson of this chamber is harmlessness. which is a highly evolved equality. When you develop it, all people and animals feel safe with you. Chamber 29, healing your past lives. Set your intention to forgive yourself and others, then sense the thread of your lives going back through time and space. Ask Archangel Uriel to heal and transmute your timeline. Chamber 30, wisdom with the confidence it brings. Chamber 31, bringing forward wisdom from your past lives. This chamber glows deep gold as past wisdom becomes available to you. Chamber 32, connecting with intergalactic wisdom. Affirm that you are ready to receive downloads from beings of light. In Chamber 33, being an intergalactic master, you stand in your true power and worth, connected to all that is. So the visualization for peace for your solar plexus, your gut, is see or sense your solar plexus radiating deep golden light. Take a moment to breathe into it. Visualize yourself kneeling in front of Archangel Uriel. He touches you with the sword of peace and intergalactic mastery. Sense yourself surrounded by his angels of peace. Direct them to spread peace round the world. And that is a bit of going into the chakra, the solar plexus. And let me see if there's anything else to share about this. So a little more, the solar plexus of the universe is our planet, Earth. For the past 260,000 years, while our universe has been fourth dimensional, and the planet has absorbed and transmuted all the fear arising in the cosmos. This has been a mighty undertaking, and it is one of the reasons Earth was overwhelmed by lower energy and became a third dimensional. Because of this, there is much goodwill towards us, and many spiritual hands reaching out from the universe to help us back into our rightful position in the great scheme of things. So I hope you can see the positive message in all of this. The energy is quite extraordinary. And that is the chakra, the center, our gut, solar plexus. It is a time to take back our power, stand in it, work with Archangel Uriel to help us transmute any lower energies from our past, and really get a sense of our true worth and not the opposite, which we really easily can do by watching the news and really observing a lot of the things happening in the world. So again, it's not about looking away. It's about being able to embrace everything in a bigger way, in a bigger picture. We can still observe humanity, and then we can also own our true power that exists within us. It is here right now, and when we work with our angels, we have more of an ability to cut away, clear away anything that is not for our own good. And it literally is like sweeping it away, cutting cords. Much of the work with the angels is visualization and seeing the action being done, actually seeing the healing happening. So it is a quiet method, but it is powerful and it is doable. So I'm wishing you all the very, very best today. Enjoy this recording. And if you are interested in learning more about my sessions that I give one-on-one on Zoom, you can go to my website, bcalvanocoaching.com. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.